cleaned up. Boom. What's up, B fam? Your boy Juan Valdez back with another video, and today I wanted to share with you guys exactly how my business partner and I took a store from $0 to $100 a day literally in 48 hours. So we're at about almost $80, and it's only 5 p.m. here in California, so I'm probably gonna pass that by the end of the night. But you can see yesterday $144 with 11 orders, and if I show you guys this month, this store was pretty much non-existent. You can see right there. So you guys can see right there that this store pretty much had no sales at the beginning of the month, and it wasn't until the third day, obviously yesterday, where the sales started to come in, because obviously that's when we started testing and we launched the product. And you can see now that we were able to, take that store and really, get it over the $100 mark, which is huge, because again, we try to scale in increments. So we try to first, cross our first $10, then our $100 and $1,000 and $10,000 and then $100,000. So that's kind of the formula that we try to, follow and kind of have in place as far as like goals that we want to reach with every single store that we work with. But I wanted to share with you guys a strategy, or the strategy that we used. By we, I mean my business partner Samir and I. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, make sure you check it out. But the strategy we used to actually make that happen, right, and how it was possible. But I know I've been gone from the channel for a couple days, and there's a good reason for that. So I told you guys in one of my previous videos, we're actually in the middle of moving. Me and a few business partners are planning on moving and having like an entrepreneur house where we collaborate, and we're gonna have a social media influencer living in the house, other entrepreneurs in e-commerce, and obviously us. And we're planning on collaborating and really leveraging our skill sets, right? And obviously with that house, it's an entrepreneur house that we're gonna be able to have our own live events at the house, workshops, and a whole lot more, where we can actually have students and people come by that want to, of course, meet the boys, but also learn about e-commerce, social media marketing, branding, tons of different areas that we know and have expertise in. So we're going to be having events at our place once we have our place up and running and everything. So stay tuned for that. I'll make sure to announce it here on the channel. And aside from that, I'm also, I've also been working on relaunching, well, me and my business partner Samir have been working on relaunching the new P2P dropshipping accelerator. And we're going to be making this accelerator with literally all the cutting edge things that we've learned, in Funnel Hacking Live, all these different strategies we've learned with different offers, and a lot of these things that we're trying out right now that are getting us these kind of results. So I'll make sure to announce that as well once that's finalized. But for now, it all started with the products, right? So me and my business partner Samir, we thought about what kind of products should we go after, and there's a couple things that, again, we do when we're going after different products, right? And specifically when I'm doing product research, there's a couple things that I look out for, right? So again, in one of my previous videos, I spoke about how I look for products that solve problems. So of course, I start by looking for products that solve problems, right? So that's of course on the list. Next, I start looking for products that could be used based on the time of the year, right? So I know that right now we're transitioning into the summertime. People love to buy things, and specifically for summertime use, right? So I'm thinking, what kind of products can be used for the summertime also that of course can also solve problems, right? So now I'm starting to kind of stack different things that will make a product do really well, right? I'm just thinking back to last summer when we first started, what kind of products did really well, and that's where it all started, from the idea. So those are the two things that we started thinking about. We started thinking about what kind of product should we go after, and of course we started doing product research. So as I started doing product research, of course I went through the whole process that I have in place. If you guys want to see exactly how I do my product research, I actually have a video that I posted a while back. You guys should check it out. But I went through that whole process, of course, with finding new hot and trending products. And of course I went and checked the ad numbers on AliExpress, and I did all that great stuff. But you want to make sure you have a process in place when it comes down to the product research, because if you don't, then of course you might not be doing the best product research, and you may just be wasting your time. But for sure, those are the first things that we did. So we did the product research first, and we thought about what kind of products we think we can do well, and we kind of course came up with a list, right? Out of the list, we started just picking out which ones are we going to test. From there, what we did is I also shared this strategy in one of my previous videos. I shared all the gold with you guys. I also started looking through after I narrowed down the products that we had chosen, which was down to like 2 to 3, I then started going through different influencer pages for these specific products. Influencers that of course are, based around these kind of products, and I started looking to see what kind of products have they recently posted on their pages, right? So I took the time to do that, and that's huge because you can get a lot of insight. You guys know that obviously influencer marketing is huge right now, and a lot of people are utilizing influencers, so it's a good idea to check to see what kind of products they're promoting, because you can see what kind of products, you know, people have been testing at the time that have done really well. Because, well, there are certain things to find out if those products have done really well, and usually if you've seen one product that has been posted by multiple influencers, usually that's a sign that that product people are making sales with, because usually people see, you know, products that have been posted before, and it kind of makes them decide of whether if they want to test it or not. Usually if a product has been tested before by more than one person, it's a good sign, because usually if a product doesn't do well the first time, people kill it, and they don't really have the tendency to be tested by other, you know, by plenty of other people. So I like to actually go out to products that have a track record of being sold before, of actually doing well. So I like to start, you know, getting some ideas, and one of the ways you can do that, again, I don't only go by, you know, looking up influencer pages and looking like what recent products have been, you know, have been posted and ran on these influencer pages. I include that in my product research process, so I use that. But again, I'm also checking AliExpress, I'm checking the numbers, I'm also checking, I'm looking for different ads that have been ran and all that stuff. And with a combination of all that together, that helps me narrow down exactly what kind of products, you know, should be doing well at the time. So that's how I kind of narrowed that down. From there, after we kind of narrowed down the product research and we had these products in place, we transitioned into setting up a store for these products, right? So setting up a store, I was actually doing a live store review, which is actually something we do for all students inside of the P2P Dropshipping Accelerator. And it's something we're going to be doing a lot more often. I was doing a live store review, and something that one mistake that I see a lot of students, or not just students, but people doing with their stores, is they don't utilize all the real estate on their stores correctly, right? And what I mean by that is, so one of the first things you have to keep in mind is when you're driving traffic to your stores, up to date, everybody right now is shopping from their phones. There's no ifs and buts, like that's just how it is, right? Everybody's on their phones the majority of the time, so they're doing a lot of their shopping on their phones. So of course you have to keep in mind, you need to have your website optimized for mobile use. And how do you do that? Well, there's a couple of different ways you can do that, a lot more than I can just go over in this one video. You want to make sure that you're optimizing your store, so when somebody lands on your store, this is called, I'm going to show you guys. So when you land on a website, I'm going to pull it up here. When you land on a website, let's see if we go to Amazon.com. Let's go to Amazon. I like to use Amazon as an example all the time. You want to make sure your page is optimized before the fold, right? Well, usually this is more of a term that's used for funnels that I learned, that you want to make sure, you know, you have calls to action and, you know, a lot of information before the fold. The fold is simply before someone has to scroll down, because usually people will make decisions as to whether they want to buy or not from your store on the first bit of the store that they see, right? So by them seeing the top part, the middle part, and this part right here before they scroll, it's super important, the information that you have on there and the pictures or whatever it is that you're gonna have. And talking about pictures, a mistake that I see a lot of people doing is that they don't utilize, you know, this real estate on their page, this first half of the store before people scroll down, to implement either a video or an image of their product. And that's huge, because if people come to the store, you want them to know right away what the product is you're selling and the benefits of the product, like right away. Usually videos are best, but sometimes you can't really find videos. But I am going to share with you guys a hack. You can actually get videos made of the products and the benefits of your product, like on websites like Fiverr and things like that. You can have a generic video made, but I'll probably have to make a video specifically on that. But you want to definitely have either image or a video on your store, hands down, at the top of the page right away, so that way when a customer lands on it, they know what the benefits and features of your product are right away. And you also want to have a call to action, somewhere where they can click and go directly to their product page, because usually people won't scroll all the way down. If somebody can go on your website, anything can happen. They can get a notification right here, Instagram, Snap pops up, and they're going to be taken away. So you want to make sure you have a call to action, so that right away they can click and go to the product page if they, you know, if they want to know more about the product, or if they're ready to buy. Those are the things we kept in mind when setting up our stores. Obviously there's a little bit more that went into it, but I want to give you guys an analysis or a brief breakdown of all the things that we did. So that's what we did for for setting up our store. And then what we focused on is really giving our store more of a brand feel to it, right? And one of the ways you can do that is by, customizing all the products, right? Giving them their own unique names and descriptions. We make sure we name all of our products with unique names, not just generic names. We try to customize the names so that they're similar to the store's name. So we do that, and of course we take the time to do customized product descriptions, because of course product descriptions are huge. That's where you can kind of sell the people even more on the product, really talking about the features and the benefits of it. So that's one thing we really focus on to make sure that it differentiates from pretty much any other store. So if you aren't doing that, make sure you take the time to do that. But after doing that, we also make sure we take the time to price our products correctly. One thing I see a lot of people doing is not pricing their products correctly. Again, when I was doing this live store reviews for some of the P2P dropshipping accelerator students, some of them, a mistake that they did, and it's an easy mistake, we used to do the same thing as well, is they put all their products on sale. And that's a huge mistake again, because then when people see that you're putting all your products on sale, when you have a real sale going on, they're not gonna jump on it or really take advantage of it, because they know that you always have all your products on sale anyway. So that's just one reason. But that's what we do as far as like getting the store in place and kind of getting that set up. We transition into deciding what kind of offers we want to run with the products. Of course, that's determined by a couple things, like how much the product is, and if you can actually do either a retail offer on it, or if it's better to do a free plus shipping. For this specific product, we did a free plus shipping on it, on the product. And I would say we've had a good amount of success with free plus shipping, but we do both. We do free plus shipping and we do retail offers, so you always want to test both of those out. But we're also, we set up a free plus shipping offer, but we're also getting in place, like I mentioned before to you guys, the whole buy one but also get this item free with this product, or buy this product but get this product free along with it type of offer, right? Where somebody comes in, they'll see the original product, but they're also going to get something completely free, simply for buying the product. And I went over in one of my previous videos, like how you can work that in detail, how you can do that without losing too much money or losing any money. But we're going to be focusing on doing some of those offers as well, so I'll keep you guys updated to see how those do. But right now we're running a free plus shipping offer on the product. So again, we started this product with $5 a day budgets. I spoke about this before. We have our business set up where my business partner Samir takes care of setting up the Facebook ads, so we're able to do this pretty quickly. He takes care of that, and we're running literally $5 a day budgets. And I'm not sure if he has scaled too much since we launched, but I know it's we haven't done too much to it because it's pretty much been on autopilot. We have our team that helps us with a lot of our things that go on with our store. So we had that in place, but $5 a day budgets, that's what we got started with. And the only reason we started off with Facebook ads and not influencers, how I usually recommend for some of you guys to do, is because we had an audience built from one of our previous stores for the product that we were selling. So it was pretty easy just to get that audience and use that same audience, that lookalike audience and custom audience that we already had built for that store, and use it for the exact same products. So because of that, but if not, even so, you can still start off with $5 a day budgets and do your targeting and all that great stuff and launch those campaigns. But we are also going to be doing influencer marketing. Of course, we've already narrowed down some influencers that we're going to be working with. We're going to be reaching out to them soon, and I'll hopefully setting up some offers to run with them as well. And that's our strategy that we're going to be using to scale up. But those are the strategies that we're going to be using to scale up this store, right? We're going to start off, of course, scaling our campaigns as long as the numbers hold true and the KPIs and all that great stuff. For those of you guys that don't know what KPIs are, it's just key performance indicators. As long as those, we keep getting low cost per purchase and low link clicks, we'll keep scaling the campaigns. And of course, as long as we can get a decent returns from or positive returns, of course, because we're not trying to lose money here, positive returns from our influencer shoutouts, we'll keep running those as well. But what I'm also going to be doing is, after we get those in place, or the influencer shoutouts in place, I'm going to also be setting up our email sequences and upsells, because so far we have none of them in place. So of course, I spoke about it before, it's really important to obviously making money on the back end, so that's how we do it. But that's pretty much the entire game plan that we have set up for this store. Those are the exact things that we did to take a store from $0 to $100 a day, and how we plan on taking the same store to, whatever, $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day, and scaling it to obviously 6 figures and more a day, or maybe even a month. And that's how we plan on scaling the store to 6 and 7 figures. So that's pretty much the game plan right there. There's not too much that we're doing to it right now, because obviously we want to take the time as you're scaling up. But again, I'll keep you guys updated to see how it goes. But yeah, if you guys got value from this video, if you picked up a thing or two that you're going to be implementing into your e-commerce business, make sure you drop a like on this video. And of course, if you have any questions about the strategy that we use to go from taking the store from $0 to $100 a day, drop them in the comments below with any questions that you might have as well. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you join the V fam, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.